What's up, guys? Daniel McKenna here with Thrive 15 today. Clay Clark is going to be sitting down with Terry Powell, and we're talking about, will I be successful as a franchisee? 4 big questions you need to ask yourself. If you don't know who Terry Powell is, he founded Entrepreneur Source, which has helped over 100,000 entrepreneurs invest in franchises throughout his 30-year career. TES has placed thousands of people in franchises, representing over $400 million investment dollars. Specifically, you'll be learning about the 4 questions that you should ask yourself to find out whether you will be a successful franchisee. This can be worth a lot to you if you're looking to own a franchise or currently own a franchise, as you can figure out where you need to change to become more successful. Now remember, here at Thrive 15, we believe that knowledge without application is meaningless. So if you don't take today's lesson and apply it to your life and or business, then today's lesson can be more meaningless than a caffeine-free energy drink. In which case it would just be the chemicals that are terrible for your body and none of the boost. It's a good lesson.
Terry Powell, how are you, my friend?
I am fabulous, Clay. Great to be here with you.
Hey, I am excited to be here in sunny Florida at your big annual conference. Can you explain to the Thrivers who are obviously not here exactly what this conference is?
Yeah, it's our 15th annual event where we bring our coaches together with our strategic partners and franchisors, about 500 to 550 at the peak. And we just have a series of events. We actually hold the largest franchise expo in the world that's not open to the public, meaning it's just there for our coaches to interact and meet with our franchisors and explore the possibilities of helping clients with their possibilities, options, and dreams about business ownership.
I might have eaten the world's largest supply of lobster tails last night as well. That was excellent food, awesome entertainment. Everything you've done is first class. If anybody's watching this, you got to come check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now today we're talking about will I be successful as a franchisee? Will I be successful? So someone watching this kind of answering those questions of, do they have what it takes to be a successful franchisee?
Yeah.
And we're going to break it into the 4 big questions that anybody watching this needs to ask themselves. So I'm sure you get asked this question all the time, so I'm just going to dive right into it. But in your mind, what kind of human is ideally suited to be a good franchisee?
Interesting question. We've had that a few times over the last 30 years. And actually, there's no really straight answer for that or no right answer for that. Franchisees are made up of all types of styles, backgrounds, personalities that really are looking for the possibilities of moving from employment to empowerment and what we refer to as U 2.0. So as long as you are willing to go through a process and look at your profile and your goals, needs, and expectations, and look at business ownership through franchising as a vehicle to accomplish those, anyone can fit as long as you are open to the proven model that franchise is offering.
In your book, you talk about this a lot, but this whole idea of anybody who really wants to become independent seems like the right person. In your research, what percentage of people have you found that want to be financially independent?
Well, we know that 75% of the adult population has a strong to very strong desire to be self-sufficient.
Okay, self-sufficient.
Not independent. It's merely about self-sufficient. They have this desire to take control. They know there has to be a better way. They're frustrated with the career. So if you have that desire, as 75% of the adult population, that's what our coaching methodology is designed to help you explore. But only about 5% of that 75% are at the point where they're gonna step up and make it happen on their own. The rest really need an opportunity to experience, have education and awareness and discovery.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the big questions now. There's 4 big questions that anybody who's watching this should be asking themselves, and I'm just going to kind of dive into it here. So big question number 1 is, do you have the mindset needed to become a successful franchisee? Terry, what sort of mindset does somebody need to have? What sort of mental mindset, I guess, does somebody need to have to become a successful franchisee?
Well, there's a number of mindsets, but clearly you need to be open to the idea of shifting from your current winning formula, which all of us have developed from our past experiences, and that we rely on because we're comfortable with it. So the mindset really needs to be, am I open to the next winning formula, the 2.0 version? So if you can think of everything as up to now as 1.0 of your life, research and development, and you're ready for the next big step into 2.0, that kind of mindset of being open to a new winning formula that you haven't experienced yet and finding that not only exciting but terrifying at the same time, we call it the sweaty palm syndrome, then you've got the right mindset.
In your book, your Career 2.0, it's called A Survival Guide for Battered Career and Investor Syndrome.
Yes.
You wrote this line, which just blew my mind. I can totally relate to having this realization. But you say, you know the old joke, J-O-B, just over broke. It has never been more true today, true than today. When you say J-O-B or just over broke, can you kind of explain what you mean when you tell somebody it looks like you just have a job or just over broke? What do you mean by that?
Well, our society has transitioned over the last decade or so to what was thought to be the ideal career scenario, which was go to college, come out, get on the escalator of careers, and continue up that until you retire. Well, all that's changed with the battered career and battered investor syndrome, and today that's not really the way to have a career, because if you do that, you're going to have to change careers 7, 8, 9 times, which is not a pleasant. So, the job market's changed. So employment is more difficult to maintain, and they typically want you to work about 23% more time with about 20% less compensation. So it's less and less able to really meet our goals, needs, and expectations from a financial perspective.
Now, you talk about the job being just over broke, and you talk about how if you have a just over broke or a job, then you're probably not able to move from point A to point B. Specifically, you talk about how a lot of people have even quit trying to achieve their income, lifestyle, wealth, and equity goals, or their job doesn't allow them to even have the potential to achieve their income, lifestyle, wealth, and equity goals. You call this ILWE, I believe.
ILWE.
ILWE, okay. So Terry, what is the income, lifestyle, wealth, and equity that you believe that a diligent, hardworking person deserves?
Well, that's a great question. And years ago, the right career in corporate America could give most of that in many cases, but that's transitioned away. So really all you can depend on today is income. And in some rare cases, lifestyle will come along with that. But building wealth and equity in a conventional career of employment just doesn't exist. And the only way to really do that is to become self-sufficient, take control of your destiny, and treat a franchise model as the vehicle to accomplish that income, lifestyle, wealth, and equity.